I'm gonna tell you a story. And that story is part of the story of my life. So, or just one of those cases that actually reoccur in my life. So, recently I noticed that the footage of my videos has been quite bad actually. So I figured that for some reason my devices do not work that well anymore. So I decided I will buy a camera that I use only for making videos so that I could have some good footage. And I found a camera, and there it began again. Like so many times before, I had huge problems with the technical stuff, with transferring the files, with watching the files, and then with editing. So instead of making it easier, the entire process, it got worse. To the point that I thought I might just leave it all together and not do anything anymore because it's just too much of effort. And, if it's like 70% only struggle, and then maybe you have a 30% success, and, it's just not reasonable, maybe. So I left it for a few weeks, and then I thought maybe I'm going to do just raw footage without any editing, with any transitions, without any, just hit the record button and just upload the video. So, thinking about that and how and why I do videos, it's the struggle I've been dealing with for so long. And people who've read my first newsletter, they know what I'm talking about. But basically, for the past couple of weeks, I've been thinking about how our world is so edited, how we polish and change the memory that we captured. So not only in videos, but also maybe in our real life memories. You might have experienced something, and then you try to make it look better or make it look worse in your memory. So the question, what is real and what is authentic life? And I also noticed that with all those AI polished footage and writings, videos, photos, whatever, it feels very cold. In the beginning, I really much liked videos that were, like what we would say, good quality, well edited. But I've noticed during the past 2 weeks actually that I do not like to watch those videos anymore. And I've always admired people who have a skill in talking, who are able to express themselves clearly, in a clear manner, finding the right words. But actually that's something that AI does even better. And it's funny, although that skill of expressing yourself is something that you can innovate, develop, and so on. So it can be a gift, of course. It can be a human skill that is practiced. But in these days, it feels almost like AI, even if there's a real human person behind the camera talking. So, I've been thinking that maybe I just want to give it a chance and do raw videos with little to almost no editing. Not only because otherwise I probably won't do any videos anymore because it's just getting too much effort and it's just too much of work, but also to have the human side presented in a way, the failures, the struggles to find words, the ums and sounds and so on. So yeah, but also with the content of what we are talking about, we are so information based. We want quick information very fast. We are not able to concentrate on a longer presentation of something. That's also something really that bothers me. And after all, the question is always, what are you doing with all that information? So I've started to enjoy videos where people just talk about, their daily lives, and where you can actually see part of the real human world and experience. So maybe that's something that I will do in the future. Just taking you with me outside and talking about things that come to my mind. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's been a really rough time. And just one of those phases in life. Fortunately, I have my hat with me. Keeps me warm.